Today we're going to do a Shamrock for St. Patrick's Day on Daisy's hair. I'm going to use a spray bottle, just with water, hairspray, a comb, green elastics, pomade, and a brush. And then I'm going to use some of this green yarn at the end to decorate with it. First, you're going to make sure the hair's wet and brushed out. Make a part along the side of the head that you prefer. Okay, so we have our part here, and then we're going to take, the first section is going to be a triangle on the back of her head. So you're going to go from your part and bring it over through about 3 inches, comb that straight back, and then you're going to take this and do a triangle. So we're going to start at this point and go over, and then over here. Same thing. You're going to want to have enough hair here to feel like it's about 1/3 of, we're only doing this hairstyle from the ear to ear. So this part's going to be down. You can dry it, curl it, leave it straight, whatever you prefer, or put it in a ponytail. So this feels about right. I'm going to take a teeny bit more just to make sure we have enough hair in this section. Okay, so it should come down to a point in the back. And we got this triangle right on the top of her head. So this is going to be our first leaf of our shamrock. We're going to stick an elastic in here. Doesn't have to be super tight because we are going to flip it. So leave it just up, you can make the elastic tight, but leave it loose from her head. You're going to split this in half and flip it towards her face, this one. So it's going to be like bangs coming out over here. We're going to deal with that later, but split it in half and just tighten that down. So that's going to be our first leaf. And then the other two are going to come right here. So grab the rest of this hair from the ear over, go down a little bit from this point, about 1 inch. So it should look about like that. This is going to be another elastic. Keep this one a little bit lower down here. Do it more like that. Same thing, you're gonna flip this one towards her ear. So make a little hole there. You should be able to stick your finger through and make sure it's really clear. Because when you flip this underneath, you don't want any little hairs to keep it from going. Pull it up and then split it in half again. Just tighten that down. There we go. So there's our second leaf. And here's gonna be our third leaf. So then you just take it from that part over to the ear. And comb this back here again. Now this part, I'm going to take the rest of the front that we had left out too. So this side's going to be a little bit thicker, and it's going to kind of cover up some of this part because we're pulling it back. So just be gentle. You don't want to comb the underneath part of the hair. You're just kind of pulling this over and back. Get all of that hair. There you go. When you get it smooth, see what's going on back here. You're going to want to try to put it low again, just like on this side. Another elastic. And then this one we're going to flip towards her other ear. So make sure you can get your finger through there. that, and then flip it towards her ear. There we go. Tighten that one down. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to take these and comb them straight. Make sure they're really wet. You might need to spray them a little bit just to smooth out some of the flyaways, and then grab some pomade. Doesn't really matter what kind you use, just make sure that you put some product in there so that it stays. If you don't have pomade, I would definitely spray some hairspray in here at least, or do both. And then so you should have this part of the hair back here just still down. Alright, so we're going to start and do that through all of these. Smooth them out. Make sure they're wet. Pomade them. Okay, I'm going to start on the top. I'm going to smooth it out and just split it in half. And you're going to roll it towards her face, away from you. You're just going to twist these two until they make this cute little heart. You can have your little helper hold it. If it's moving around, just take their hand and just say push right there. And then you can take an elastic and, oops, I let it unroll there a little bit. There we go. And you can just tighten it up there. Just to hold it there. Okay, let go. Thank you. So there's our first shamrock leaf. Here's our second. I'm going to take it, split it in two, same thing. Roll it towards her face. And then it's going to match up with that one, just like that. You can use another elastic and just tie all those together if you want. Once again, I might need her little hand to hold it so it doesn't wiggle. Thank you, Daisy, that's good. Thank you. And then we're going to do the last one, just the same thing, split it in half. Roll the hair away. And add it. You can see the shape now of the cute little shamrock. If you have green hairspray, you could even, while these are up, you could spray the hair green. And you could do that. That would be really fun. So you could pull this bottom part up if you wanted. You could just leave it down and curl this, or you could pull this up into another little ponytail and make a bigger stem. You can do whatever you want with that. I'm going to leave it down today and I'm going to take some yarn and I'm going to decorate this shamrock and this little thing. So I'm going to take my piece of yarn. I'm going to stick it right in the middle of this shamrock. And I'm just put an elastic in again. Another elastic. So this is just going to hold it into place while we wrap it around. Okay, so now we have this. And I'm just going to take it and wrap it around all of the leaf. All right, so I have this a little bit of yarn left over. I'm just gonna roll it down here. And now she has a cute little shamrock, green shamrock in her hair. And then once you get down to the bottom, if you still have this string that you started with, you could tie it in a knot or a bow. And just cut off your extra ends. I used about 6 feet of yarn for this one. If you have thicker or longer heart or leaves, you might need a little bit more. So start with more than you think you need. And then I'm just gonna clip these off really carefully, not messing with her real hair. And there's our shamrock. I just blow dried this bottom part and flat ironed it out. If your shamrock is a little bit saggy and you want to lift it up a little bit, just push it where you want it. Take a few bobby pins. And you can just stick them right in the middle here. Just hook onto a little bit of hair. Push it down. Oops, we don't want to see it. Make sure it goes into the stem. Maybe do one up too. Right into the hair. And that should hold it up where you want it. And now she is all done.